about negotiations, right? Politics.
And we're out of time. So you.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose, such as criticism, commenting, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, education, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
Is a living, breathing insult to my existence.
Hey y'all, Gravity. Any day above ground, live it. Hopefully you're having a fantastic start to your Wednesday. Yeah, Kamala went to talk to the National Association of Black Journalists. And the streets are saying it didn't go well. So we're going to look at it for ourselves and we're going to judge how well it went. But before we start, let's see who's in the building. Reparations Nation, good morning. Jerry Beffer, good morning. Wallow J, good morning. Gamers Den, good morning. For those who haven't said anything in the live chat or the comments, good morning. Let's just get it out the way.
This is way over the edge. Like we it's not even over the edge. We died already.
This is beyond the event horizon. Like we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah, we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah.
Get to work. Please stand or wave your hands wherever you are. And I also salute our esteemed members, those who are following us from home or at work. This special event is a function of our mission to inform journalists covering the news and provide a needed service to those looking to journalists to inform them better. Every 4 years, we ask the presidential nominees to meet with us and answer questions about important issues. I am proud to say that for the first time in 24 years, both the Republican and the Democratic nominees have accepted our invitation. Just like the last discussion, PolitiFact will provide real-time fact-checking of the conversation via hashtag NABJ fact check on social media and through the live feed on the NABJ website. Again, thank you so much for attending.
Let's meet our three moderators for today's discussion. Jaron Keith Gaynor is the White House correspondent and managing editor of politics for The Griot. Eugene Daniels is co-author of the Politico Playbook.
It's already BS. Y'all let the Griot talk to her. Okay. The same Griot where she said that she ain't going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people, because anything that benefits Black people is going to benefit all of society. Okay. All right.
Book, and is Politico's White House correspondent. Tanya Mosley is the
So y'all let Eric LaSalle on there? No, I tell a lie. I'm sorry. Shout out to brother Eric LaSalle. Y'all let the father from Smart Guy talk to her. Y'all put on this wig on this man and put that man in some lifts. Y'all out of line.
co-host of NPR and WHYY's Fresh Air.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We're going to get right to it. Without further ado, Vice President.
So you letting the woman, so you can even let the brother say something first. Okay. Okay. We already know where this is going.
Get to work!
Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's perfect.
President Kamala Harris.
She don't get no music, no nothing.
Madam Vice President, thank you so much for doing this and making the time.
Of course.
I'm a little bit busy right now. We want to start on an issue that Americans across the country say is the #1 concern, and that's the economy.
Mm-hmm.
A question that has been asked of you and everybody that's on the Democratic side is whether or not voters are better off now than they were 4 years ago. Are they better off now than they were 4 years ago?
So when we came into, well, first of all, let me just say, it is good to be with the National Association of Black Journalists, and I thank you for the work you do and that your
After you snubbed them the first time, but you got it.
members do every day. It is very important that we ensure that this organization and your members always have the resources and the platforms to deliver the voices that must be heard. So I thank you for hosting me today. 4 years ago, when we came in during the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. We came in during the worst public health epidemic in centuries. We came in after the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. And a lot of it due in large part to the mismanagement by the former president as it relates to COVID and obviously January 6th. And we had then a lot of work to do to clean up a mess. As of today, we have created over 16 million new jobs.
Lie.
Over 800,000 new manufacturing jobs.
Lie.
We have the lowest Black unemployment rate in generations.
Lie.
We have invested in small businesses, and they're to the benefit of many people, but including Black small businesses, some of the highest
Lie.
rate of creation of new Black small businesses in years. We have done the work of capping the cost of prescription medication for our seniors for issues like insulin. And again, I'm speaking to the Black journalists who care about all people, but in particular, I'll talk about the impact on Black people, where we know Black folks are 60% more likely to be diagnosed with diabetes. And we have now finally capped the cost of insulin for our seniors at $35 a month.
Trump already did that. Y'all let it. Yeah. Just so people don't know, for those who don't know, Trump did that already. They came in and cut it because they said they needed to explore everything post coffee venereal disease. Now they did it the year they need to get elected. They ain't slick, but go ahead.
Get to work!
The cost of prescription medication for our seniors at $2,000 a year because we, unlike the former president who promised to do it, we finally have allowed Medicare to negotiate drug prices against the big pharmaceutical companies. And these are just some of the accomplishments. Is the price of groceries still too high? Yes. Do we have more work to do? Yes. And I will tell you, I believe that I offer a new generation of leadership for our country.
Lord have mercy.
That is about, in particular, turning the page on an era that sadly has shown us attempts by some to incite fear, to create division in our country, and to do the work that is about bringing some level of optimism and, dare I say, ambition about what I know is possible in our country. And so my plan for the economy includes what I imagine and believe and call an opportunity economy. What we can do to grow an opportunity economy where all people have access to the resources to compete, to apply their incredible work ethic, their ambition, their aspirations, and their dreams. And actually,
you had 4 years to do this. Technically 3. We'll call it 3.5. You had 3.5 years to do this. You didn't do it. You thought the economy was going to course correct itself. It didn't. You should have intervened at the end of 2022 after the midterms. You didn't do it because you didn't want to do it. Now you
not just get by, but get ahead. And I can talk in more detail about it, but specifically, I'll mention a few things.
Yeah.
One of the big issues that affects people right now in terms of the economy and their economic well-being is we have a shortage of housing supply.
BlackRock
It's too
dumped it on the
expensive. People
market.
can't afford to buy a home. You know, we grew up, our parents, where they had the ability to somehow believe the American dream was attainable. Not so much for younger working people. And I recognize that. So my approach is a new approach, which is to say, let's just take this and deal with it head on. And part of my approach is to say, I'm going to employ and engage the private sector, in particular
BlackRock.
home builders with tax credits, to give them the incentive to create new housing, 3 million by the end of my first term, and understanding that not everybody is, you know, handed a silver spoon, but works hard and is trying to save up for a down payment. Part of my plan under my opportunity economy is to give first-time home buyers a $25,000 down payment assistance so they can just—
That is a tax credit that we're not going to get that cash in hand. Just want people to understand what that is.
get their foot in the door to be able to then engage in what will prove to be their opportunity to build intergenerational wealth. And here's my personal experience coming at that.
Intergenerational wealth.
I grew up a middle-class kid. My mother was hardworking. She raised me and my sister Maya. She saved up. And it was only by the time I was a teenager that she could afford to actually buy her first home. And I know, and I identify with, I know where I come from.
Madam Vice
And
President.
I know, but I'm just gonna finish. I know that so many people work so hard and should have the opportunity to just get their foot in the door. Again, so it's not just about getting by, but getting ahead. Please.
I'd like to ask you more about the opportunity economy. Housing is a part of it, as well as expanding the earned income tax credit, financial support, as you mentioned, for first-time buyers, and a $50,000 tax deduction for startups and small businesses. But I want to talk to you about the squeeze that millions of Americans are also dealing with that impacts their ability to work and make money, and that is childcare and elder care. And it's a squeeze for millions of people. In some parts of the country, it costs more for childcare than for rents. I think Bloomberg recently reported an average of $33,000 a year. So I'm just wondering, you mentioned that in your opportunity economy, a child tax credit, but that's just one part of an ecosystem. Please tell us, what plans will you propose to guarantee that families can actually afford childcare and elder care?
So to your point, it is sadly the state of affairs in our country that working people often have to decide to either be able to work or be able to afford childcare. Like they can't afford childcare and actually do the work that they want to do because it's too expensive and it doesn't actually level out in terms of the expense versus the income. My plan is that no working family should pay more than 7% of their income in childcare. Because I know that when you talk about the return on that investment, allowing people to work, allowing people to pursue their dreams in terms of how they want to work, where they want to work, benefits us all. It strengthens the entire economy. We saw, for example, during the pandemic, what happened. And it sadly has dissipated as a conversation that we need to resuscitate, which is the number of women that had to leave the workforce because of a lack of childcare and home health care. And so many of our families, and in particular women, end up carrying the responsibility.
Women left the workforce because they lost their jobs. What are you talking? Oh, Lord. Ma'am, everybody, what was it? 30 million people lost their jobs, ma'am, including me. We lost our jobs. How did she? Six weeks, family. 6 weeks. It's 6 weeks, and she's still talking about rising tide in front of black folks. She's all lives mattering this in front of black folks. These women, I guess you don't want to tell the women how they sat there and they said they were a burden on their families, and they said never again, and they upped their stations. And they took control back of their lives, and their kids who were home, they thrived. So much so you got Amazon now talking about they want people back in the office. But we're not going to talk about that, right? We're just going to lie. All right. All right. You got it, madam. You got it.
Get to work!
Men do too, of course. What we call people who are in the sandwich generation.
Exactly.
Who have young children and are also taking care of their parents. And it is just absolutely too expensive for them to be able to work and do that. So my plan is not only about 7% of income for working people for childcare, but also we need to do better for our childcare providers and our healthcare providers in terms of ensuring that they receive the wages that they deserve based on the dignity of their work. I have spent time with home healthcare providers, and their work is some of the most taxing work you can imagine. And I actually, when my mother was sick with cancer, did a lot in terms of taking care of her. And the work that is about taking care of a loved one, in particular an elder, is extraordinarily heavy in terms of the emotional toll, the time it takes, and we do it because that is what we do. But not everyone has the ability to take time from work to do it, and they need help. And we need to make sure we have home health care workers that can help them. But I want to also get back to the earlier point that you made about extending the child tax credit. So part of my new approach is we need to expand the child tax credit. And so part of my plan that is under an opportunity economy is to extend and expand the child tax credit to $6,000 so that young families in particular, for the first year of their child's life, which is an extraordinarily important time in their development, have the resources to be able to buy a crib, buy a car seat, buy children's clothing, and not have to worry about whether they're going to be able to meet their other needs. And
but y'all saying that the birth rates are down, so how's that gonna work? So you're telling, so you're telling people that a tax credit that they might get and may not get any money on it, that's enough incentive for them to have kids. Damn, working on improving the economy so the wages go up, so you can create a competitive market so people can get paid what they're worth. Damn all that. Let's lower the cost of everything, including utilities, so people have more money in their pocket so they can actually build up savings so they can think about having a family. Nah, damn all that. Let's go to Big Pharma and bring down them insurance premiums. Nah, damn all that. You're going to give them a tax credit, again, that they might not even receive the full amount, just so you want them to go in the sack and have kids. Well, you know what? At least she didn't lie. She has some sort of plan.
I don't need to remind anybody here, especially these esteemed journalists, but when we expanded the child tax credit a couple of years ago, we reduced Black child poverty by half.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And so again,
oh, Jesus. So then, according to y'all, then we don't need we don't need the tax credit then. Because there's a lot of kids that are not poor. Okay. All right.
if you talk about the benefit and if you think about the benefit to the economy overall, it strengthens our economy to do things like pay attention to affordable childcare, affordable home health care, and extending the child tax credit.
Madam Vice President, Black men, as you know, are a closely watched voting bloc. You've hosted Black men at your residence. Yep. You have engaged Black men and centered them in your economic opportunity tour. Mm-hmm. But polling shows that some Black men, particularly young Black men, are considering voting for Donald Trump, and they see him as better for the economy. What is your message to young Black male voters who feel left out of this economy, and how can your economic policies materially change their lives?
So I appreciate the spirit of the question, but I'll tell you, I've often been asked this question in a way that I've had to respond by first saying that I think it's very important to not operate from the assumption that Black men are in anybody's pocket. Black men are like any other voting group. You got to earn their vote. So I'm working to earn the vote.
You damn sure ain't doing a good job, man.
Assuming I'm going to have it because I am Black, but because
okay, man. Now you're Black. Okay, all them weeks you were dodging the question. Now all of a sudden you in front of Black folks. Now you Black. Okay, you put on accents all over the country. Now you Black. What part of Black you from? You from Detroit? You from Chicago? You from Alabama? You from New York? You from California? What part of Black you from? I'm surprised you ain't come out here with a Philly accent. Oh my God. Now she's black. You gotta love it. Which white woman do you have in your circle told you make sure you enunciate that you're black?
I'm not doing this.
I need one. My makeup.
Get to work!
Is the policies and the perspectives I have understands what we must do to recognize the needs of all communities. And I intend to be a president for all people. Specifically as it relates to what we need to do, to your point around economic opportunity. Yes, I started way before I was at the top of the ticket at what I called an economic opportunity tour, focused on Black men. Understand.
Damn lie. Now you focused on black men. Okay. All right. Okay. Where is your town hall for nothing but black men? Where was that? I mean, at least Trump grifted on one. Where was yours? Yeah, this is great.
That, for example, we have so many entrepreneurs in the community who do not have access to capital, but they've got great ideas, an incredible work ethic, the ambition, the aspiration, the dream, but don't have the relationships necessarily. So my work has included, as vice president, getting billions more dollars into community banks, including working with the big banks to do that, so that we can increase.
Oh, now you want to work with the big banks to do that. When under your administration with your man over there, y'all were putting out programs for black women every other week. Black men couldn't even sniff a $10,000 loan or a grant. Huh. All right. You got it. You got it, command me. You got it.
Access to capital for our small businesses, for our startups. Part of my plan under my economic opportunity plan going forward is that right now, startup entrepreneurs, small businesses only get a tax deduction of $5,000. Nobody can start a small business with $5,000. So I'm expanding that to $50,000. Understanding, again, that when people have the opportunity to have the resources to get started, they're going to put the good ideas, they're going to put the hard work into it. And part of what I also know is that our young black men, our black men, just like any group of people, anybody, our small businesses are really the backbone of our economy overall. And when they do better.
Somebody took Obama's words and remixed it.
You said what?
Oh, so all of a sudden now the black male small business is the backbone of our economy. Obama really did teach a new generation of senators and politicians. Lord have mercy. Okay. Thank you, madam.
Sinful. It's the devil.
Get to work!
Economically, we all do better. Part of my work is about understanding what we need to do in dealing with, for example, the historic inequities that have faced the Black community around home ownership, right? I don't have to go through the history with anybody here about what that has meant in terms of redlining, what that has meant in terms of biases and home appraisals, and what the impact it has had on stemming the opportunity to build intergenerational wealth because of those obstacles. So part of the work that I have done and will continue to do is identify, speak truth about those obstacles and address them. Another example is medical debt. 1 in 4 Black families or individuals is more likely to carry medical debt than others. So part of my perspective, and as vice president, part of the work that we have done is to say that we're going to eliminate medical debt from being on your credit score. Because until now, medical debt worked against your credit score, and people know their credit score like your weight, right? You know that number. And the difference between what that number is and what it needs to be is the difference between you being able to get a car loan, a small business loan, or even a leasing on an apartment. And so part of my approach is understanding the obstacles that traditionally and currently exist to allow anyone, including Black men, be able to achieve economic wealth. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't think it is sufficient to just only talk about economic policy around reducing unemployment. It is an important marker. And I'm proud of the work that we've done thus far, but it should be a baseline there. Everybody's working. The point is, do people have an opportunity to build wealth? If that's what they choose to do, if that's what they want to do. And a lot of my
Why wouldn't somebody want to
perspective
choose
as
to
we go
build wealth?
forward
What is she
is
talking
just that.
about?
I believe that there are a lot of opportunities that are available to the American people if we see people and understand what they want for themselves and their families and then meet them where they are.
Madam Vice President, I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about the war in Gaza. You've called for a ceasefire hostage deal and a two-state solution as an end to the war for many months now. And while you've expressed support for Israel to defend itself, a two-state solution and a ceasefire are at odds with what Benjamin Netanyahu has said is their right to defense. If it matters, as you say, how Israel defends itself, where do you see the line between aggression and defense? And our power as Israel's ally to do something.
Okay, a lot to unpack in what you just said. So let's start with this. I absolutely believe that this war has to end, and it has to end as soon as possible. And the way that will be achieved is by getting a hostage deal and a ceasefire deal done.
Ceasefire does not mean an end to the war, you dummy. Jesus Christ. She basically, for those who don't understand what she just said, she basically just said the same thing two different ways. You use a ceasefire to get hostages and get resources. That doesn't end the war. You already know what the solution is to end this war, to end this siege. You know what it is. A two-state solution. You know what it is. But you and the MIC do not want to say it because it takes money out of your pocket. Because you give them a two-state solution, you don't need a base over there. You don't need the base in Germany. You can start downgrading the veterans and the active duty over there and bring them back home, which puts more money in the economy in terms of expenses. You don't want to pay these veterans. You want them to stay there so you can justify asking Congress for money all the time to pay them. Y'all supposed to be all about peace, right? Democrats, there ain't no war, there would be peace. And y'all still building bases all in Africa right now. Y'all ready to sell Taiwan out. Just so you can justify going after China. Y'all out there talking about Iran all of a sudden again. Because you think that's going to harm BRICS. But you can't tell the public about BRICS because the public is still ignorant about BRICS for the most part. And if you mention BRICS, your chances of winning this election are done because they're going to ask, how the hell did you allow this? Damn. Gotta love politics is so much fun. But continue, Command Me. Keep going.
Get to work!
And we are working around the clock to achieve that end. Stepping back, October 7, 1,200 Israelis were slaughtered, and some Americans, by the way.
They weren't all Israelis. She might have been listening to Shaheed Bolson. It was 1,200 people for 41 countries. But, let you tell it. It was just a whole bunch of Israelis, right? Okay.
In that number, slaughtered. Young people who were attending a concert. Women were horribly raped. And yes, so I have said, Israel has a right to defend itself. We would.
That's alleged. Because nobody ever gave definitive proof. That's alleged.
But Madam Vice President, I think my ask is the difference between aggression and defense.
But it's important to put it in context, which is what I'm doing, and I'll get to that. And so how it does so matters. And far too many innocent Palestinians have been killed, women and children. We have seen with horror the images coming out of Gaza. We have to take that seriously. And we have to agree.
Did y'all see
that
any
not
images?
only
I didn't
must
see shit.
we end this war, but we have to have a goal of a two-state solution because there must be stability and peace in that region, in as much as what we do in our goal is to ensure that Israelis have security and Palestinians in equal measure have security, have self-determination and dignity.
A question for you on that, though. What levers does the U.S. have to support Palestinians in their right to self-determination? And is it even possible as Israel?
It is possible, madam. It's very easy. You go to the UN and say, I'm drafting a resolution on behalf of the United States to say that we want a two-state solution for Israel and Palestine, because it's not right that the Palestinians have to fight for their land. And we, along with the UK, through the Balfour Doctrine and the first session of the UN in 1948 in San Francisco, took land away from them and gave it to displaced Jews on the preface of it's a holy land and they need to get back there. So to end this 76-year war, I believe the United States should be in firm solidarity with the rest of the world in establishing a two-state solution for Israelis and Palestinians. All those in favor say aye or ring your lights. I guarantee you most of, if not all of the UN would say yes. And y'all get to work on that. It may take a couple of years, but y'all got that. But y'all don't want to do it because your MIC people and the lobbyists want to keep that going. That's billions that they're getting free that they don't even have to work for. There's something called taking accountability in the United States of America, but y'all don't want to do that. And we know why. But you got it.
Get to work!
Israel's ally.
Well, absolutely. I will tell you, I have been actively involved in, for example, meeting not only with Israeli officials, but with Arab officials to
Can't fix the border.
talk about how we can construct a day after scenario where we participate in ensuring those exact goals that I outlined, including as part of the principles that should be applied to those goals, that there be no reoccupation of Gaza, that there be no changing of the territorial lines in Gaza.
You hear her? No changing of the territorial lines. So Israel gets to control Gaza's natural resources. Palestinians, hey, you get your own land. But you still got to go pay for resources that's on your land that the UK, the US, and Israel, before it became a state, and the rest of the UN took away from you. That's what we're... Okay. And again, for those who gonna hear me say that, I ain't caping for the Palestinians, I ain't caping for the Israelis. I stand with Black America. We just explaining what's going on. We telling you a story. You want a two-state solution, but you want the victims, whoever you want to pick as the victims, you want them somehow, some way, they're gonna take an L. Okay. Get some.
Get to work!
Gaza, that there be an ability to have security in the region for all concerned in a way that we create stability, and let us also recognize in a way that ensures that Iran is not empowered in this whole scenario in terms of the peace and stability of the region. But absolutely, the United States of America absolutely has a role, which is why we have been active, in particular with the Qataris and the Egyptians, around attempting to get a deal done and get it done as quickly as possible.
Egypt is in the middle of a recession. They just sold away their coastlines to Saudi Arabia. They ain't in no position to be sitting there dictating policy. The Qataris are over there. They got a problem with the Houthis right now. They out there cussing everybody. They not in a position to sit up there and dictate policy. Go to the UN, man. What are you scared of?
Madam Vice President, just to follow up really quickly, is there a specific policy change that you, as President of the United States, would say you would do that would help this along? Because you've gotten a lot of credit for emphasizing the humanity of Palestinians. But what I often hear from folks is that there's no policy change that either you or the President Biden have gone and said they would do. Is there a specific policy change as president that you would do in our helping of Israel?
We need to get this deal done. and we need to get it done immediately. And that is my position.
I got a policy change. Cut off aid to Israel. There's your policy change. You got $3 billion. Invest that back in your communities that you are responsible for. There you go. There's a great policy change. I think everybody in the chat would agree with that policy change. Iran doing what they do. They part of BRICS. They're doing what they do. They just trying to make some money. That's what geopolitics is. It's the race to make money. Again, I ain't caping for the Palestinians or the Israelis. I ain't caping for Iran. I'm just trying to tell y'all a story. This is how convoluted geopolitics are, but it's so much fun just the same. She knows the solution. Biden knows the solution. They won't do it because they taking money.
And that is my policy. We need to get this deal done.
But in the way that we send weapons, in the way that we interact as their ally, are there specific policy changes?
Well, Eugene, for example, one of the things that we've done that I'm entirely supportive of is the pause that we've put on the 2,000-pound bombs. And so there is...
Again, cut their aid off. You'll see how quick they get a deal done. Cut the aid off. You will see how quick they get a deal done. Because remember, with Ukraine and Russia, you see how quick they came to the table in 90 days because Ukraine wasn't getting no money. They were at the table in 3 months. Cut their aid off. They will be at the table by the end of next week. They will have a deal done.
Some leverage that we have had and used. But ultimately, the thing that is going to unlock everything else in that region is getting this deal done. And I'm not going to disclose private conversations, but I will tell you, I've had direct conversations with the prime minister, with the president of Israel, with Egyptian leaders, and with our allies. And I think we've made ourselves very clear this deal needs to get done in the best interest of everyone in the region, including getting those hostages out who, I mean, we saw the latest example of what happened with the 6 most recently, one of whom was an American citizen.
But what do you say to those that say,
on all parties involved to get the deal done?
Yeah, okay.
But let me be very clear also. I support Israel's ability to defend itself.
Oh, here we go.
And I support the need for Palestinians to have dignity, self-determination, and security as we move forward and get a
You mean not joining vibes?
state deal done. But right now, the thing that needs to get done is this hostage deal and the ceasefire deal. We need a ceasefire. We need the hostage deal.
I want to switch gears to racial justice, Madam Vice President. Last month, you eulogized Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. Jackson Lee's signature bill, one of a few, was H.R. 40, which would create a commission to study the history of
How is that her
slavery.
bill? How is that her bill? I thought John Conyers came up with that bill. How y'all attributing it to? Oh, Lord. Black American Family, maybe somebody could correct me on this real fast. I thought John Conyers came up with that bill. Maybe I got it wrong. I'll let y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
And study the issue of reparations. She introduced H.R. 40 every session of Congress, taking up the mantle from Congressman John Conyers.
Why would you attribute it to her? Without John Conyers, that bill never would have been in Congress. Damn, bruh. That's despicable. Ain't John Conyers from this land? If he is, you just took a foundational Black person's bill and attributed it to a Jamaican. Jesus Christ. And you heard it in real time, family. All right. Now, these ain't HBCU students. One of them work for Griot, and one of them work for PBS. I forgot where the big dude who looked like the father from Smart Guy, I forgot where he was from.
Get to work!
Bill that you have co-sponsored as a U.S. Senator. Yet, this has, despite the fact that this has been, similar commissions have been created on the state level and on the local level, is yet to pass in Congress, let alone come out of committee. Congresswoman Jackson Lee, Congresswoman Barbara Lee, and other advocates have called for President Biden to take executive action to create this commission. Would you, as president, take executive action to create this commission, or do you believe that it should happen in Congress?
Well, first of all, as you mentioned, Sheila Jackson Lee, she was an extraordinary leader who we just recently lost, and she was a friend and a real champion for so many issues. So I feel compelled to say that about
like
her.
Palestinians and
On
war.
the issue of what we need to do going forward. Look, first of all, we just need to speak truth about history, in spite of the fact that some people try and erase history and try and teach our children otherwise. We need to speak truth about the generational impact of our history in terms of.
So you know what the problem is, but you won't pull the trigger on the real solution. Okay.
The generational impact of slavery, the generational impact of redlining, of Jim Crow law. I could go on and on and on. These are facts that have had impact.
That's not your history, though.
And we need to speak truth about it. And we need to speak truth about it in a way that is about deriving solutions. And frankly, I think that and part of that is studying it to figure out exactly.
What are you studying? The bill's been around since the 80s. What are you studying? You understood what happened in the 80s, and now you understand what's happening in 2024. It's been 35 years. What are you still studying? Family, I can't. Oh my God. She's over here being Van Wilder with y'all's reparations. It is hilarious. You just won't leave and pull the trigger and leave. You've been watching California, ma'am. I wouldn't even be surprised if you were the one that put in the call to tell them to kill the bill. You know exactly what the harms have been. All you got to do is say, listen, it's a problem. Yes. We have to get it to a vote now. We will work with the states that have already done reparation studies. We will take their knowledge. We will combine it with what Sheila Jackson Lee and others have done in their commissions and their studies, and we'll put together a package or proposal that says this is what Black Americans that are descended from this land, this is what they should be entitled to. And I want to take it in my first term to the House and Senate floors for a vote. You just put that way. You put Congress on their heels. Whoever comes in or whoever keeps their job, that they ain't gonna know in the back of their mind that broad's gonna come in here and say what y'all got for reparation. You've seen banks get sued over slavery and its effects. You've seen the media get sued. You've seen how the law is for us. A cop just shot 4 people in Brooklyn, including another cop trying to stop a fare beater because he had a knife. And he said, I'm going to delete you. On body cam, they just put a gun in a Black person's face. And they said, the prosecutor said, we're going to decline to charge the cop. They just killed a young boy. Javion McGee was found hung. Baltimore's in trouble. Y'all talking about bringing the National Guard to Chicago again. Detroit's water system is not well, including Flint. Jackson needs it. Houston is still flooding. You know what the problems are. Black farmers are getting their land taken every day. You know what the problem is. You know what the solution is, but y'all scared because y'all don't want to be the ones to take accountability. Y'all don't want to be the ones to take the solution. All right. I got that off my chest. I hate this woman.
Exactly what we need to do. But part of what we can do right now is, for example, what I'm talking about in terms of building an opportunity economy, which is addressing explicitly the obstacles that historically and currently exist and dealing with them. Student loan debt, medical debt, bias in home appraisals. What we need to do in terms of dealing with an issue that I have championed for years, Black maternal mortality.
You haven't said a word about that. Family, she just said, for y'all to get reparations, you got to participate in the opportunity economy. Oh my God.
Sinful. It's the devil.
She's going to put your reparations in the opportunity economy and make you fight for it. If you vote for Kamala Harris and you a Black person and you got lineage to this land, you a traitor to your people. Yeah, I know. I know. Somebody that's not from this land said that. I know. I know. I'll take the hate. Participate in my opportunity economy while I study your reparations. So if you do get to the promised land, you're going to forget about reparations. Not make you say, let's give them reparative justice so they could get that monkey off their back, not to use that term. That way they could participate in the opportunity economy and have a chance to compete. Because competition from Black people will benefit all of society. You might as well have said that. Maybe the white supremacists would have sat up there and said, you know what? That kind of makes a little bit of sense. All right.
Which is the fact that Black women are 3 to 4 times more likely to die in connection with childbirth than other women. And we know that the reasons for that include disparities that pre-exist her pregnancy, including disparities that exist in the system during her pregnancy. So all of those things must be addressed.
Do you have a position on whether that should happen, this commission should happen through executive order or via Congress?
I think Congress ultimately will have the ability to do this work. I'm not discounting the importance of any executive action, but ultimately Congress, because if you're going to talk about it in any substantial way, there will be hearings, there will be a level.
Y'all already had the hearings. Y'all had the hearings. Y'all flew and put people on Amtrak down there already. They gave their testimonies. They did it way back in 2019. You got the receipts. You got the transcripts. Knock this shit off. Now you want to do... My God. Kamami knows exactly who the reparationists in this country are. They won't have these hearings because they know Congress ain't going to call up Tariq and Yvette and Antonio Moore and the rest of them. They know that. Because once you do that, you legitimize everything they've ever said. It's easy to put Ta-Nehisi Coates up there to talk about reparations, and now he disappears. When the last time you heard about Ta-Nehisi Coates? You put that scumbag Coleman Hughes up there. Where he at now? Hell, who forgot? They got transcripts of Candace Owens shitting on reparations. Where's she at? That's why I said what I just said. You put Tariq and Marcel and Yvette and Antonio Moore to a lesser extent, and the rest of the reparationists up there who have facts, figures, because trust and believe they saw that video from Atlanta. You and those committee meetings in California, you put them up there, everything gets legitimized. Now you have a bigger monster on your hands. Now you can't kill it. But she knows Congress ain't gonna go up there and call in Tariq Nasheed. They know they're not gonna call Yvette. They know that. And she knows that. If she was really caring about y'all's reparative justice, like people said, you might as well go talk to Tariq and Yvette then. You might as well. You love coming to Atlanta. You could easily meet Yvette. The Fox Theater is right downtown. You could get a whole bunch of people in there. They just had Jimmy Carter's 100th birthday there. It holds a couple thousand. Go in there and talk about reparations. Go fly to LA. You love LA. Go fly to LA and go talk to Tariq. You could do it at the Hollywood Bowl. Big area. That's about 10 grand, I think. Talk about reparations. But you won't do it. Because you don't want to be the non-black woman talking about reparations, because you're going to have to be held to that standard. And the standard that you want to purport to yourself that you are not, now you're going to be held to, and that's being black. And we all know that comes with a high level of scrutiny. But you got it, madam. Keep going.
Get to work!
Of public education and dialogue that, and I think that was part of the spirit behind the congressional action thus far, to ensure that everyone can participate in this conversation in a way that elevates knowledge about history and the reference points that have that are the impetus of this conversation. Especially again when people are trying to deny history, when people are, so-called leaders are saying that enslaved people benefited from slavery. I mean, let's talk about the delta here in terms of the work that needs to be done. It's profound.
Madam Vice President, I want to move to Springfield, Ohio, and what's happening there. We've seen school closures, parents worried about their kids leaving the home because of racist conspiracy theories that I won't repeat here, but they have been repeated by leaders on the Republican side, President Trump, former President Trump, and Vice Presidential nominee J.D. Vance. From your perspective, is this just a case of irredeemable racism that can't be mitigated by any rational action, or is this a situation in which a federal response could help this community heal? There's a question of resources and...
I'll let you finish and then I'll speak. Okay. It's a crying shame. I mean, my heart breaks for this community. There were children, elementary school children, who it was school photo day.
Why is she smiling? Why are you smiling? Oh my God. Why are you smiling?
You remember what that's like? Going to school on picture day? Who were dressed up in their best, got all ready, knew what they were going to wear the night before?
Where is the anger in your voice? The other side was playing racism against black folks. You black, right? You Caribbean black, right? Where is the zeal to defend your Haitian brothers and sisters? You over there smiling.
And had to be evacuated. Children. A whole community put in fear. And I'll say a couple things about it. One, I learned a long time ago in my career, having a background as a prosecutor.
Keep going.
When you have these positions, when you have that kind of microphone in front of you, you really ought to understand at a very deep level how much your words have meaning.
Oh my God. Thank you, madam. Thank you. I'm glad you said it. When you have the microphone, you better understand how powerful your words are. Yes. So now we can really criticize you. You have the open floor, family.
I learned at a very young stage in my career that the meaning of my words could impact whether somebody was free or in prison. As Attorney General, I was of California, fifth largest economy in the world. I was acutely aware that my words could move markets. When you are bestowed with a microphone that is that big, there is a profound responsibility that comes with that. That is an extension of what should not be lost in this moment, this concept of the public trust. To then understand what the public trust means. It means that you have been invested with trust to be responsible in the way you use your words, much less how you conduct yourself. And especially when you have been and then seek to be again President of the United States of America. And so I go back to, it's a crying shame, literally, what's happening to those families, those children in that community, not to mention what is happening in terms of, look, you say you care about law enforcement resources being put into this because of these serious threats that are being issued against a community that is living a productive, good life before this happened. And spewing lies that are grounded in tropes that are age old. And look, I said it not very far from here the other day at the debate. This is not new. This is not new in terms of these tropes. This is not new in terms of where it's coming from. And, you know, whether it is refusing to rent to people, rent to black families, whether it is taking out a smoking dad in the New York Times against 5 innocent Black and Latino teenagers, the Central Park 5, calling for their execution.
Why are we bringing this
Whether it
back
is
up?
referring to the first Black president of the United States with
Why
a
are we
lie,
bringing this back up?
birther lies.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And look, the American people deserve, and I do believe want better than this. I do believe that. I know the vast majority of us as Americans know we have so much more in common than what separates us. I know that. I know that regardless of someone's background, their race, their gender, their geographic location, I know that people are deeply troubled by what is happening to that community in Springfield, Ohio.
Did she just try to remix MAGA?
And it's got to stop. And we've got to say that you cannot be entrusted with standing behind the seal of the President of the United States of America, engaging in that hateful rhetoric that, as usual, is designed to divide us as a country, is designed to have people pointing fingers at each other.
But y'all were cool with it in 2016 when he got in. Y'all were cool with it.
Designed to do that. And I think most people in our country, regardless of their race, are starting to see through this nonsense and to say, you know what, let's turn the page on this. This is exhausting and it's harmful.
No, we say that about the whole system. That's why I say vote them all out.
And it's hateful and grounded in some age-old stuff that we should not have the tolerance for. So let's turn the page and chart a new way forward and say, you can't have that microphone again.
Madam Vice President, I'm switching gears again.
Okay.
Quick question. I want to talk to you about gun control. So you've said you support an assault weapons ban and universal background checks, and we actually learned during the debate that you are a gun owner. But in cities like Philadelphia, handguns are responsible for most homicides and violent crime. The most recent FBI data shows handguns were involved in 59% of murders in our country. How will you address the issue of the use of handguns? Because a push for an assault weapons ban only addresses a significant but small part of the problem.
So, first of all, yes, I am a gun owner, and Tim Walz is a gun owner, and we're not trying to take anybody's guns away from them.
You a damn lie.
But we do need an assault weapons ban. Assault weapons are designed to kill a lot of human beings quickly and have no place, have no place, I'm gonna get to it.
Yes.
And have no place on the streets of a civil society. We need universal background checks, which, to your point about handguns, is about saying that it is just reasonable to want reasonable gun safety.
Ma'am, you just said you're a gun owner. You don't want to take nobody's guns, but you need an assault weapons ban. It's taking away people's guns. What the hell? What's next? You're going to come back and remix it and say, okay, if you already got the assault weapon, you can keep it? What? Oh my God. Y'all said an AR-15 was an assault weapon. But now you're saying you don't want to take people AR-15, but you got to take the AR-15. What? Oh my God. Where does it stop? Oh wow, we're gonna take away the Dillingers next. Oh wow, I hate her, but she's just a wealth of content.
You want some more?
Might have more. She want to take away the 357 Magnum. Ain't that an assault weapon according to AK Hotep? Ain't that an assault weapon?
You want some more?
We might have more. She wants to take away the SIG. What is it? The SIG. Damn, what is it? The P19. She want to take that away. P19G. She want to take that away.
You want some more?
She want to take away Little Kim's twin glizzies that she got from Castor Troy.
You want some more?
We might have more. She's sitting there talking about she gonna take away. She taking away your bayonets with the rifles. You heard what I said.
You want some more?
Might have more. Whoever played Borderlands 2, she gonna try to take away the shotgun that fires the swords.
You want some more?
We might have more. She's gonna take away your Browning 9mm.
You want some more?
Might have more. She gonna take away the one that you keep on the ankle.
You want some more?
Might have more. They will never film a James Bond movie here ever again because he still got the guns that come out of the headlights.
You want some more?
Might have more. She want to take the AK-9.
You want some more?
We might have more. She might fuck around, take away the AK-10 through 48.
You want some more?
We might have more. She gonna take away your Dracos.
You want some more?
Might have more. Facts. She don't even want video games to have guns either. Jesus.
You want some more?
Might have more. That actually might be kind of fire in a Call of Duty game. You just hit each other with sledgehammers.
You want some more?
Might have more. She wants to take away the BFG 9000. You ain't tell no lies.
You want some more?
We might have more. She wants to take away Cable's gun in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the Hyper Viper beam.
You want some more?
I hate this woman. Yes, your GTA weapons are up there too.
You want some more?
All of them. The Super Soaker with the gallon. Let's get it.
You want some more?
We might have more. She take away all the Nerf ones, and they got the one that look like the American Gladiator's gun. I hate this woman.
You want some more?
Oh my God. She won't take away the duck hunt gun. Yeah, facts. If you got it, yo, you better get rid of it.
You want some more?
Well, that's not an assault weapon. It's not an assault weapon. Okay, Mark, good morning. You seem new, but welcome. Who cares? They both suck. How about that? We don't care.
I actually
do the mathematics.
Yeah.
Math don't lie.
Jesus Christ. Leave it to MAGA to come in here and be like, oh, Trump 2024. Okay. Wonderful.
You want some more? Do you? All right, bim, bam, boom. Somebody get this nigga out of my way.
Oh my God, hold on. Hey, Kamala, I got a gun. Right, I got a gun. Y'all want to see my gun? Look at my gun. That's my gun, my massage gun. She want to take that shit. Look, I'm assaulting myself. I just assaulted myself. I hate this woman. She gonna take away the Super Scope 6. Jesus Christ. Where's the fool that said MAGA 2024? Who cares? Make America gunless again.
Safety laws that say we should do background checks that we ought to know. It's just reasonable. You might want to know before someone can buy a lethal weapon if they've been found by a court to be a danger to themselves or others. You might just.
You damn right, Mark. Where yes. We got nothing better to do. And that's why your girl sits in between our legs while we do it with our balls on her head. You're right. So you know what we're gonna do for you? Come up here and tell us how much of lowlifes we are playing video games. Come here. Don't run. You big and bad. Come show me MAGA one time. Let's go. Come up here and tell us all about how we're lowlifes for playing video games. Because your girl, when we play GTA, she loved being our shotgun. She loves it. She be telling us when motherfucker try to kill us. Don't run now, Mark. Don't run. You big and bad. Don't run. We gonna show you how much of a lowlife video game players are. Thank you, Victor Black. That's his man. Just like Kamala said the same thing. They're the same ones that like to tell everybody there's 400 million guns in the country, and it shouldn't be that way. There's a gun for every person. Okay. That's wonderful. Go take it. We'll start you off. Go to Western US. Go to the militia boys that take their weapons. If you're successful there, then I think that would help everybody get the message that y'all are serious. You won't do it. Y'all are the same one that be giving all these cops and these jurisdiction money to go do gun buyback programs that y'all just gonna put back on the street in 6 months. No, you still talking. Get up here. Stop talking. Come tell us how we're low lives. You called us low lives for playing video games. Come on, let's go. Let's get to the show. Stop talking. Come on, fam. Yeah, can't Hotep stay strapped? Come on, come on, fam. Tell us how we're low lives. Come on. You MAGA, right? You got to be red pill too. Come on. Y'all got geeks and gamers on your side. They stay playing video games every Tuesday night. Nah, we ain't gonna boot them. Leave it. I want everybody to see the messages. Leave them. Come on. Because I'm sure you got a game on your phone right now. We're going to play it. Maybe it'll come up.
Just want to know. And respectfully, we do understand that. But you're asking about... I'm asking specifically about handguns, because many of those handguns aren't purchased in places.
Checks apply to handguns.
Ooh!
But in many instances, those handguns aren't even bought lawfully. Yes.
Ooh.
Which is why I also have been very adamant for years. In fact, I myself protested at a gun show probably 10, 15 years ago about the gun show loophole and why we need to close that. Because what ends up happening is that gun shows at flea markets, gun dealers are not, under existing law in the past, required to register their sales. And so you are exactly right that a lot of homicides,
I got an assault weapon.
A good number of them, I don't have the statistic in front of my mind, are committed with illegally purchased guns. And that's why we need to address each entry point in the issue, including universal background checks, closing the gun show loophole, and what we need to do as a general matter to focus not only on reaction to crime, but prevention of crime. So you're raising a very important issue that has many facets, including what we need to do in terms of reasonable gun safety laws and what we need to do around crime prevention, what we need to do around crime deterrence. But listen, I have personally prosecuted homicide cases. I have held the hands of mothers who have come to me crying, who have said, I only want to talk to Kamala, because they knew when they sat down, I would treat them with the dignity and respect that they were entitled and due.
Come tell us all
about the loss of their child, often their son, to gun violence, and the need to take it seriously. And we must take it seriously.
I need to
in every way, understanding it's not just about a soundbite. It's about a comprehensive approach that deals with the tragedy of, to your point, everyday gun violence in America. It's real. It has had a profound impact in terms of trauma that for the most part has gone undiagnosed and untreated. The trauma that exists in communities around the violence of losing their children, losing a brother, losing a father, an uncle. All of that must be addressed, and we have to have a holistic response to it.
Are there things we haven't thought about yet? Because every time we bring up this issue of gun violence, universal background checks comes up and a ban on assault weapons.
You got the recipe to stop
Are there
gun violence.
other solutions that you're also thinking about that will get at this issue?
Absolutely. For example, part of what we did with, so we, as vice president with the president, we were able to pass the first meaningful gun safety legislation in 30 years. And part of what that involved was millions and millions of dollars to put more.
Mammy, I got the first person you should arrest for guns. I do. Y'all ready to see the first? And the Gala gun. You talk about the spirit gun. Don't get the Gala gun too. Hey, Vegeta, you in trouble. You heard what I said. But come at me. I got somebody that should be arrested for guns. Here you go. He's snitching on himself.
Hey, I kill him with the word pulverize. Yeah, you heard what the fuck I said? Pulv. Rise, and then he fucking dead. Cause your career.
Yeah, he said that shit in the battle. Shit was trash. And that's my man, but that shit was trash. But go ahead. Great. Nobody hears MAGA. Mark, stop talking. Get up here. Come tell us why we should vote for Command Me. Come here. Tell us why we should vote for Kamala Harris. Come on.
Or mental health counselors in public schools.
We'll give you the floor.
Right? Because we know that there is an aspect of this that is about treating the trauma and dealing with it at its source before it ends up manifesting itself in a problem. There is the work that we need to do that is about putting resources into communities around violence prevention. I've been a big advocate of that for years, which includes what we need to do around putting resources into community-based intervention that is not just requiring on the good people in the community to volunteer to do the intervention, but actually paying people to do it because it's a full-time job. It's about understanding what we need to do to, again, understand that, to your point, we have to have a holistic response to this issue and prioritize it.
Okay, and
instead of reacting to the tragedy that sadly they are too predictable. Let's all agree, enough of that. There are very few solutions that we haven't thought of. We need to put the resources into them.
Madam Vice President, we want to move to the topic of reproductive access, something that you have worked.
All right, we don't want to hear no more about that. Everybody with the abortion bullshit. But I do have a surprise for y'all. Y'all want to see the ending of it? We gonna show the ending. Come on, Mark. Don't be scared now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Look at her. Look at her. Watch her face. Hand, hand, hand. She gone. Look at her face. It changed. Now watch their face. Back that way. Back that way. Damn it. Show her. Show their face. There you go. Watch their face. Damn, they didn't get it. I saw a clip on X. They looked upset. Oh my God. Hey, Mark. Okay, well, anybody can come up as well, but Mark, I especially want you to come up here and tell us why we should vote for Command Me and why we're lowlights for playing video games. This I want to hear. I ain't never heard that before. I'm a lowlight for playing video games. Ain't that something? You about to be mad as hell. We about to show you the benefits of playing video games. Gonna tell us. He finna tell us why we're low lives. Low lives. Okay. Guess some. Let me see. Y'all see it? I'm being a low life right now. The battle for survival begins. I'm a low life. I'm playing video games while I'm streaming and talking about serious topics. I'm a low life. I hate cable in this game with the computer. I'm a low life, family. Damn it. Hey, Mark, come on. Tell me how much I'm on low life. You're probably praying for the computer to beat me. No, he did not just do a taunt on me. Damn it. Come here, Ro. I'm a low life. Look, I just did Ragnarok. I'm a low life. That was a nice beat playing. So I guess nobody gonna come up. That's all good. I'm gonna be a low life in peace. I'm a whole lot. I'm a low life. Oh, he ran. He went to go check if his girl has balls on her head at some dude's house while he's playing video games. He's probably playing 2K25. Yes, sir. Are you a low life?
What's up, yo?
I can't hear you. No sound.
You know how it
You're
is.
outside. That's that
Can you
Maryland
hear me?
connection. Now I hear you. And you frozen, but we gonna work with it. Now you gone. This is Westmore's fault.
Got me?
Now I got you.
Yeah, it's Westmore's fault, yo.
Yo,
It's Westmore's fault.
now, are you one of these video
No,
game
we is.
playing
We
low
stay
lives?
strapped, son. We stay strapped with the nerfs all day. Straps with the
All
nerfs
day,
all day,
son. I stay strapped with the massage gun. You never know when you need it.
got 4 rounds, son. 4 rounds all day.
Son.
This shit is
Son.
retarded, yo. I can't. They be sitting there listening to this chick, yo. Assault weapon. Like, what the fuck is an assault weapon, bro? Like, I could crack you over I could crack you over the head with a fucking broomstick. That's a fucking assault weapon at that point, ain't it?
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Bro, and then when it breaks, you're gonna have 2 assault weapons now.
2 assault weapons. What, with pointy ends and shit.
Bro, you a terrorist if you do that.
Bruh. I'm just saying.
Bruh, your mama's slipper is an assault weapon.
Right. We got the 3-letter agencies turning fucking pages into assault weapons out this bitch.
Facts. A paper airplane is an assault weapon.
Bro, yeah, fucking poke your eye out with my Red Ryder BB gun. This shit is crazy. And she ain't never held a gun in her fucking life. Neither her or Walls. I'm a hunter. No, you Elmer Fudd ass nigga.
No, she held the whipped cream gun when she had to put it on her store-bought pumpkin pie.
Oh my gosh, yo, this shit is wild to me, yo. Like, and I swear I don't understand how motherfuckers is looking at this bitch like she's some new candidate on the scene. That's what they really trying to sell her as. She's some new up and coming.
Bro, she's been a politician since 2009.
When I get in office, bitch, you in office now.
Exactly. You ain't helped nobody for the first 2 years. You ain't helped
Right.
and you had the House and the Senate. You helped nobody.
Right. We got motherfucking gangs in Colorado taking over apartment complexes and shit. They talking about, don't look over this way. You know what I mean? This shit is wild.
Wait a minute.
I ain't giving them my shit.
Wait a minute. I'm about to assault myself again. I'm gonna go on level 6 though. I'm gonna do it on level 6. See, look, level 6.
I know women that assault. I know women that assault themselves with that gun every day.
Facts.
They done found new use for that gun.
Facts. Hey, black women, she gonna take your bedtime friend. That's all we gonna say.
Your bedtime friend, right? Your assault.
Oh, here we go. Jay Bags, you can join too. Who told you we was caping for Trump?
Quit capping for Trump. He ain't even.
Quit capping. I ain't even saying nothing about Trump.
That's these motherfuckers. They bots, yo. These niggas is bots.
They gotta be, bro. I didn't even say nothing. All I said about Trump was he's trash too. That's all I said.
Last Friday, I was in Ricky Manning stream, and the bots was heavy, son. And I was like, let them niggas come. They boosted you in the algo. You know what I mean?
Bless that man. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all I said. I'm like, damn, you got 20, 30 motherfuckers in your chat, nigga, and it's all bots. You know what I mean? Like, let them boost your ass in the algo. Fuck it. These motherfuckers out here
so,
capping for.
Yo, Cameron, you out of line for that.
They out here capping for a bitch they ain't seen in. They out here capping for a bitch they ain't seen in 3.5 years.
Bro,
that's the funny
they
part.
Asking about what JD Vance said about the fried chicken comment.
Oh, so these motherfuckers is crazy. They was crying over the wild-eyed cat lady comment. Like, we don't know some fucking cat ladies out this bitch that don't just want to see fucking the world burn. We call them Karens out this motherfucker, but we can't call them cat ladies. Oh, cat lady, shut the fuck up. Y'all call them Karens. What's the difference? God damn it. Oh my God,
I'm surprised they didn't ask about Taylor Swift endorsing you.
Oh, that's right. Taylor Swift did do that shit, didn't she?
I don't care. That
shit was locked and loaded. That shit was locked. And how many fucking NABJ conferences are there? That's my question.
This was the second one.
The second one. I thought,
yeah, remember Trump did the first
usually
one.
Most conferences have yearly. But they got them every 2 weeks.
Well, it's an election cycle. Might as well.
Yeah, I guess you got.
They had one last month,
right?
And now they had this one in Philly.
Yeah, they tripping. They tripping. We're not coming after people's guns. However, we're going to take your guns.
Exactly.
Mandatory buyback is exactly what it is. It's mandatory. That means you ain't got a motherfucking choice. You ain't got a motherfucking choice out here. It's mandatory. And people don't understand that. Oh, no, we got to get rid of assault weapons. Everything's not fucking. This pickup truck is a fucking assault weapon if I decided for it to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, come on. Come on.
Exactly. You driving into a building is an assault weapon.
Motherfuckers die from hands and feet more than they die from AR-15.
Well, they got 3 off the street. Remember when they arrested Diddy yesterday? They got 3 off the street.
That shit was wild. They used that shit as fucking news. I said, because the nigga had 2 ARs?
No, he had 3.
I'm sorry, 3.
He had 3 and with the serial number scraped off.
In a drum magazine. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. I said, Diddy never been a fucking felon, so he can have whatever the fuck he want.
Exactly. And it's
But then
Florida.
And it's Florida, right? I don't give a fuck if the serial numbers were scraped off, if them bitches registered, they registered or whatever. That's another thing. That whole we need a national register. It's called the NICS form, motherfuckers. People that don't buy guns don't know shit. It's called the NICS form, National Instant Check. That's your fucking universal background check. It's a 20-minute background check that go between the ATF and the FBI. But they lying to y'all niggas and telling y'all that we ain't got a universal background check. We do. Called the NICS form.
Bruh, she ain't even talking about them cell phones exploding. That's an assault weapon.
Somebody was asking me about the ghost gun shit, and I had to explain that shit to him. Well, what's a ghost gun? I said, nigga, it's a gun that's off the books.
Exactly.
Well, don't we need to get them off the street? I said,
no, not if you're not using them.
Well, how can the police know who did the shooting? I said, they don't know what gun did it, nigga. I'm like, I could take my Glock 17 and I could take a police officer's Glock 17 and I could fire 2 shots, and guess what they can't tell me? Who fucking gun the bullet came from? They could probably tell me it came from a Glock, but they ain't gonna say it came from Glock serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can't tell that shit in the first place. That's why California want to put micro stamps on your firing pin. I'm like, y'all niggas are stupid. Y'all dumb as shit.
Hey, where's that fool? Hey, get over here. J Bags, why you running? Hey, tell your motherfucker in front of your computer and put you back in the algorithm. Get back here. Get back here.
I want to talk to a bot one time.
Sit back in your seat in your call center that you're at, wherever the fuck y'all at.
Tell Mohan to release you.
They sitting over there in India and shit at a fucking call center behind a computer.
He figured it out.
Listening. Shit is retarded.
Oh my god,
that's what they doing, yo.
6 more weeks, brother. Come on, you can last.
You know what? I'm going live tonight. I welcome all the bots in my stream. Help me boost my goddamn algorithm. Goddamn it. This shit is crazy, yo. I haven't even watched that interview. I
didn't watch it either. This was us watching it for the first time.
Yeah,
because I saw the clip with the reparations, and I saw the clip when they left and how they was upset.
Yeah, it was a disappointment. That bitch sat up there and lied the whole time. That's all she do. Did she have them earrings on? I couldn't tell. Did she have them earrings on?
Somebody in the chat said they think she was listening to somebody. Because there was a long pause.
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm just saying, like, and people would say, "Oh, it's a conspiracy." I don't know. The motherfucking earrings. Do you like them earrings that they were showing? You know, the internet undefeated out this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I was like, okay.
shit out
and she still sat up there, and she was in a dogfight with Trump. Well,
that shit is wild, yo. Meanwhile, I'm laughing my ass off. We gotta stop talking about the Haitians. I got an ex-Haitian girlfriend that'll fucking beg to differ with y'all niggas. I remember she used to get upset at me. This is when she was in college. I thought I was 20. I was 20 years old, you know. But I'm sitting there. I made a joke and I said, "Damn, y'all motherfuckers came over here on a floating door, right?" And she got mad.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "My bad." She's like, "No, we had this." She said she called it escape. We had to escape Haiti, and she from Haiti. She said her father was a citizen here, so that was easy for her and her brothers to come here. But her mother had to go to Cuba and then hop a ride from Cuba and seek political asylum in America just to get away from Haiti. And they Haitians, born and raised. She the first one to tell you that Haiti is a fucking shitty country.
Yeah.
And all y'all niggas up there capping for the Haitians in Haiti, go ahead over there and go vacation. Let's see how that shit work out for you. Go on vacation over in Haiti. Let me see what happens.
No, they're gonna stay by the coastline because that's where it's safe.
Yeah, they're gonna stay over there by the Dominican Republic border. Over there, bitch, take pictures with some zombies. Let's see how that shit work out for you. I don't see not one motherfucker making vacation plans in Haiti.
Well, they won't even let you go. They on a level 4 travel advisory. They won't even honor
over here capping for the Haitians over this bitch cutting ducks' heads off in the park. They cutting ducks' heads off in the park. Like, what the fuck? Like, I get it. That's what you do over there, right? But you can't. We got kids and shit walking around looking at decapitated ducks and pigs and shit. But you letting the news tell y'all niggas different. Nah, nothing to see over here. What are you talking about? Like, okay. But the people at the fucking city council meetings, they telling y'all what the fuck's up. But you want to listen to the Jedi mind trick. That's the funny shit. That's the funny shit.
I made my decision 2 years ago. I'm just bringing y'all the information. That's it.
If y'all so worried about Haiti, why don't y'all go holler at old Hillary and the Clinton Foundation, who snatched $14 billion from them
and children.
Yeah, and the kids that came up missing. 14 billion in kids coming up missing in 2010, 2011 during the humanitarian aid after the earthquake. Go holler at Hillary. Where'd that $14 billion go? But y'all ain't worried about that. You're worried about motherfucking Trump talking about the eating cats and dogs in the street, which allegedly is apparently true because according to the people in the fucking what's it called, the city council meetings and stuff, that shit happened. That shit happened. They running people off the road and all this other shit. How they getting licenses, yo?
They need ID.
That's wild. But black people don't need ID to vote though.
Yeah, we don't need it. We can't get it. No, remember they said them white folks said we can't get IDs.
Yeah, that's right. We too dumb to get ID.
We too dumb to get ID. We don't know what the DMV is.
Yeah, we too dumb to get online and fucking register for a vaccine that don't nobody want. We too stupid for that shit. That shit is hilarious to me, y'all. I swear. I don't know. Like I said, people sitting looking at her like she's some new candidate. Well, we gonna get change with her. Like she been
you know what the change is with her?
2018 or 16.
You know what the change is with her? She's not 60 yet.
That's it. She's not 60 yet.
That's it. She's the new generation.
That neck looks 60.
That neck been through a lot.
That neck done been through a lot. You see how thick her neck is, yo? She must have put in some serious work on the ground level.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your throat is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Blurb.
Boy, the size of her neck tell you to put the amount of work she done put in.
Bruh,
her neck bigger than my
I'm telling you.
neck.
Let me tell you something. If she lose the election, I guarantee the next day Willie Brown gonna pass away. He gonna have a big ass smile on his face.
This shit is wild to me, yo. I swear. I swear. This season. I said it on my stream the other night. Season 3 of America is fucking lit. Holy shit! Season 3 of America is lit. I can't wait to see the finale. Golly mighty. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm about to take my ass to work. I'm about to start my kick stream, y'all. I just wanted to holler at you. I gotta get you back on the channel, yo. But
no, remember you told me every time I go on the stream you get banned.
I get fucking suspended every time you come on, yo.
They don't like me over there. They don't
like
me over there.
We be vanilla as shit. Like we don't even really be that wild. And I wake up the next morning, my channel is done. Like, what the fuck we do?
I don't be saying nothing. You know I don't be saying nothing.
No, I'll be like the last one we covered the Rogan shit. I'm like, what the fuck did we say? We ain't say shit.
Yeah.
And I think we covered the footage from YouTube.
They don't like me, bro. they got their dossier on me. They just waiting for me to slip up one day.
God damn, yeah. See, you've been lucky so far, yo. You've been lucky so far.
Bro. They took away 21 views off one of my videos in real time.
They stayed doing that. I watched that shit happen. I watched that shit. I was
like, bro.
I went back. I was missing 100 views off a video. I was like, fuck, what the fuck happened to 100 views? But you see it in the likes. I'm like, the fuck? Shit is wild. Anyway, I'm about to get my ass to work. I gotta go fix some shit at the port.
All right, sir.
I'll holler at you, bro.
Yes, sir. Stay safe. All right, that was Ken Hotep. Yes, Wallow J.
What's up, kid?
Same old is.
Yeah, I saw I ain't see the interview. I saw somebody talk about it earlier before you went live about it. So my eyes were already rolled while she was talking. God knows she just word salad all the goddamn time.
You know how she would have won the election? She could have won the election just like this.
Rise and then fucking dead.
You need to stop,
bruh.
Can the hotel be on something? He just talking about Haitian food, and there's a Haitian Caribbean food truck right in front of me. And that's some shit.
Go
ahead, kid.
You gotta manifest it.
Yeah.
Yes, we all know. Yes, we know. Wendy Williams was on Diddy years ago. We know. Okay, give her flowers. Let's move on.
Exactly. She probably don't even remember the shit now. Ain't trying to be funny enough, but you know.
But yeah, that's y'all's command. That's Kamala Harris.
November 5th. It's November 5th. It's coming soon. I can't.
I was gonna vote for Kamala Harris But you're a MAGA man, okay. Until I saw this clip from today's interview with the NABJ. This one didn't even need a fact check.
What do you mean they need a fact check? Should have fact checked. And I don't trust they fact checking. They probably fact check nothing.
Look at their face.
Oh, she was
Watch
telling
their
us
face. Look at their face.
I can't say. Oh, never mind.
They like, what the hell was that?
What was this? We should have had her here when Trump was here, so we had to do with
He was
this.
like, bro, what is this? What was that? We wasted our time. At least we got paid.
About to say, you got paid for that.
Come on.
Wait.
What's up, Cosmo?
What's going on, Rollo? Wait, did she say that it needs to be like what did she say about policing in neighborhoods now?
I ain't even gonna hold you. It's a classic answer.
And you know what? She full of it. That's local government. Unless you're gonna put the necks on local government people about policing, because I can tell you one thing, she got a lot of nerve. She got a lot of nerve. I live here. I've been in South District, Jersey City. I was born in North District, but South District is where Mayor Fulop like to push all the degeneracy so the North, which is the Heights, can look good. Downtown Jersey City, which is like baby New York, can look good. And the West District can be finally completed with the gentrification. The policing is lenient there. She's talking about it needs to be some sort of program and you can't rely on the citizens. No shit, you can't rely on the citizens. The gun laws in New Jersey are ridiculously strict for no reason at all. Until she got some sort of way around that, I don't want to hear shit from her. The couch is always going to look good as long as these two people are running. As long as these two
reparations.
Yes. No. Where's the hate crime bill? I'm tired of talking about it.
Oh, don't forget they'll tell you we got that. What is it? The James Byrd bill.
What?
Allegedly.
But that doesn't mean anything.
Exactly.
I know it don't.
Pointless.
Especially if you haven't told us that you used it to prosecute somebody.
They only use it for the LGBT for the academy.
What the fuck are you doing?
Has she answered what she meant? Has she retracted what she said? I don't have to do anything specifically for us. Has
No,
she
she did that right in front of the grill, and she did the grill guy to ask her that question, and he
The
didn't.
slur just left my body.
What are you doing?
What
Why
is
did
that?
Beef inside the chicken inside the 2 slabs of beef with vegetables.
You're doing turducken? Some sort of variation of that?
What is that?
It's probably well done too.
What is she doing? Well, you got to, because the chicken got to be over 165. Why would you? Okay, you got it. You got it, man. Yeah, I gotta go. I need to go be a low life again.
All right.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, last night's stream was fun.
Oh, I know.
It was very, very fun.
I know. Sucks I can't put it out for the masses, but you know, we gotta
the line, yeah.
You had to treat this like you did the pet one.
So shout out to Grind and Motivate, because he played some of it. I don't know, but he put the edits, so bless him.
Well, yeah, he did a video. It's kind of easier to do a video than a live with it.
And I have the caption software. You can run that 2-minute I sent. You can run through and edit and bleep out all the foul shit, the language.
Yeah, I could do that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Griff a little bit, because apparently Myron content gets a lot of views now. So maybe I'll griff a little.
Oh yeah, because O'Shea been going in on him every damn day. Every day he get.
You know, O'Shea knows he knows the algorithm. He sat there. This is the same guy. This is when I lost respect for O'Shea. You did 30-something videos about just pearly things. Why? You did 30. I counted it, and I counted how many videos he did and how many videos Obsidian did. And when I was talking to Kid Organic months back, he was like, "Yo, you right." He was on my live stream I did, and he was like, "Yo, can I borrow this?" I'm like, "Go ahead, take it." And then he counted it. He put a video of me counting how many thumbnails I seen of just pearly things. I saw over 30 kg and Wallow.
So it's like, damn.
O'Shea would know.
I gotta get it. Yeah, because it's going to get views because nobody likes Myron.
Where them hoes at? I feel like you invented the twerk. No, it's booty shaking. Yeah, it's pop.
Uncle Luke.
Doodle Brown. It's all three of them motherfuckers. They got three motherfuckers names.
Why'd you just Dre in the first place?
I don't know what the fuck was going on. This clip you got?
I'm waiting for him and Plies the fusion dance.
You can reenact that right now. No, the girl's face came up and it was red. Madonna? What the fuck she did? She ain't spent one day in motherfucking jail. I just got out of jail for this shit. For music. They put my black ass in jail. Did you ever get head on stage? Yeah, I did. What?
I remember that.
Shit, Rick James was eating pussy. I had to do something.
Is that a new one coming out?
Yeah, he's coming out on Thursday.
Oh, the
Saturday they dropping it on YouTube.
Ooh, the degeneracy is gonna be crazy on that one.
I remember that happening, and they were showing it on TV, but they of course blurred out. You know, they blurred out what she was doing.
Yeah,
I was like, wow.
I believe him.
All I want to know is if they ask him about reparation and Tariq. That's all I want to know.
They know they don't want to talk to Tariq.
Tucker.
They're not about to talk to Tariq ass. They want Tariq up out of daggone LA. Well, they want all the black folks out of LA, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I about to say, I know they in a new video. I don't know.
Anyway, I'm gonna go be deplorable.
You gonna go play tournament online or the mobile?
I played yesterday. No, I'm just gonna practice today.
I heard they nerfed certain characters. Is that true?
I haven't seen it.
No.
Of what?
They nerfed certain things you could do with. I forgot the character's name. They tried to fix something that they said was broken, but people was like, we adjusted to it. Why you fucking up after all these years? With the characters, the balancing.
It is what it is.
Just like 2K fucked up right now, but yeah.
But you know what? That's because of lack of competition. You know, they both EA and 2K games are both doing it on to two different sports. They bought up, EA got the exclusive NFL license to take 2K out of the NFL market because remember 2K5 with Terrell Owens on the cover?
That was the best football game of all time.
Yes, and they sold it for $20 because they knew we got a better product here, but we need to take the eyes off of EA monopoly and show you that you got it for $20. We're gonna give you a better game. EA was like, no, we not having that. So we bought the exclusive license. And then you know what 2K did? I don't even think they even bought the exclusive NBA license. They just showed you.
No, they don't. They don't have an exclusive license.
We made a better game.
With that Jesus. Remember that Jesus glitch
Mm-hmm.
that went viral during the demo? That's what fucked on EA up. That's why Live is dead. Live just got worse and worse. And 2K actually got better during the early to mid. I would say after 2K8, when 2K18 came out, that was when the decline started. 19 was good, but 18 was where it started.
Wasn't 19 Jordan? Didn't they bring back Jordan or something?
No, 19 was Giannis was on the cover.
No, I mean yeah.
18, that's when they debuted the neighborhood, and it was so glitchy and laggy, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
That was just terrible.
I'm gonna go play a 24-year-old game and be a low life.
Yep. All right, and I'm gonna continue on getting ready for work because I gotta go in and try to see some people's lives today.
Yeah,
and I need to go get me a haircut.
All right, yeah.
All right, y'all. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, I done my job. If not, I try to be better next time. We ain't learned nothing from Kamami. No, I tell a lie. She said she's gonna work to earn black men's votes. You had 2 years. You had 3.5. You had since 2019. You could have started the day You went on the Breakfast Club and said you inhaled listening to Tupac and Snoop in college. But okay, whatever. Who knows when I'll see you again? I know I said that last night, but who knows? Unless something really pops off. Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week. Take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.
Wait around. Yep. Smart. Yeet and get out.
Time's up. But did we have a good time here? Hello?
At the end of the day gotta end.
Get your money up, not your funny up. Big fucking move.
And that's it.